Alright, gentlemen, let's be real for a second. How long has it been since your mornings felt powerful? You know what I mean, not just the coffee. But that quiet confidence you used to wake up with. The kind that made you feel strong, alive, and in control. You're already having your coffee every morning, right? But what if I told you that by adding just a few simple ingredients, that same cup could boost your blood flow, your energy, and yes, bring back those morning moments that used to be a lot more reliable? Sounds crazy? It's not. In fact, there's real science behind it. And the best part? You don't need pills, or the gym. Just a few changes to how you make your morning coffee. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to turn your morning coffee into premium fuel. The kind that restores your strength, vitality, and confidence as a man, even at 80. Before you think this is some kind of new age nonsense, let me make one thing clear. I'm not here to sell you supplements. And I'm not repeating some internet trend. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, a board-certified urologist who's spent over 10 years helping men over 50 understand what's really happening inside their bodies. I've seen thousands of men lose confidence, not because they're broken, but because no one ever explained why things started to change. And here's the truth. Sometimes the best solutions aren't in your medicine cabinet. They're right in your kitchen cabinet. Everything I'm sharing with you today is backed by real science, peer-reviewed studies, proven results, and most importantly, by the real men I've worked with who've used these exact methods to regain their energy, performance, and self-confidence. So before you brew your next cup of coffee tomorrow morning, stay with me. Because once you understand how a small change can supercharge your body, you'll never look at your morning routine the same way again. Coffee, yeah, it wakes you up, gets your heart going, gives you that quick mental boost. But then what happens? By 10 a.m., you're tired again, reaching for cup number 2. That doesn't mean you're addicted. It just means your coffee is giving you a spike and a crash. A quick burst of energy that fades fast. It's not fixing the real problem that's been building up over the years. After 50, a man's body starts to change in ways most people never talk about. Testosterone levels drop, about 1 to 2% every year. Blood vessels lose flexibility, so blood flow isn't what it used to be. Metabolism slows down, making it harder to stay sharp and energized. So, that cup of plain coffee? It's basically a band-aid on a leaking pipe. It covers up the fatigue but never repairs the system underneath. Think of your body like a Ferrari. It's still powerful, it's just been running on regular fuel for too long. After 50, your body needs premium fuel. The kind that not only wakes you up but rebuilds your circulation, supports your hormones, and keeps your engine running smooth all day. And here's the good news. That premium fuel isn't found in a pharmacy. It's right there, in your morning coffee. Let me tell you something most guys overlook. There's a simple spice sitting in your kitchen right now that can quietly protect your blood vessels and improve your performance: cinnamon. And no, I'm not saying to dump half a jar into your coffee. Just a quarter teaspoon each morning is enough to make a real difference. Here's why it matters. For many men, blood sugar swings up and down all day long. And over time, that roller coaster silently damages the tiny blood vessels that control your circulation down there. Those vessels are thinner than a strand of hair. And once they get clogged or stiff, performance naturally declines. That's why managing blood sugar is crucial for every man over 50. Cinnamon acts like a natural blood sugar stabilizer. Research shows it can lower fasting blood sugar by up to 29%. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, stable blood sugar means smoother circulation, and better circulation means stronger, more reliable blood flow where it counts. But here's what makes it even better. Cinnamon also helps relax your blood vessels through vasodilation. It contains cinnamaldehyde, a compound that boosts nitric oxide, the same molecule that Viagra works on. In other words, cinnamon helps open your arteries naturally. One of my patients, a 58-year-old contractor, told me this. After 2 weeks of adding cinnamon to my morning coffee, I stopped feeling sluggish after lunch, and mornings felt like they used to. It's not magic, it's just giving your body what it's been missing. Go for Ceylon cinnamon, the true cinnamon, not the cheaper cassia type. Start with a quarter teaspoon per cup of coffee. And if you like the taste, you can increase it to half a teaspoon. It'll make your coffee smell like something from a high-end cafe. But more importantly, it'll help keep your blood sugar steady, improve circulation, and support steady energy all day long. Now, if cinnamon is your blood sugar stabilizer, then cocoa is your circulation switch. And I'm not talking about the sugary chocolate mix you drank as a kid. I'm talking about pure, unsweetened dark cocoa powder, the kind that's rich, dark, and slightly bitter. Cocoa is packed with flavonoids, especially epicatechin and catechin, powerful compounds proven to improve blood flow by up to 30%. According to the Journal of Hypertension, these flavonoids boost nitric oxide production, the signal that tells your blood vessels to open up. When you're young, your body makes plenty of nitric oxide. But after 50, levels can drop by nearly half, and that's when circulation and stamina begin to fade. Cocoa helps restore that balance naturally. No pills, no side effects, just better blood flow and stronger performance. It even improves your mood. Cocoa contains anandamida, a compound your brain releases when you're in love, and phenylethylamine, your body's natural antidepressant. That means you're not just supporting physical performance, you're putting your mind in the right state. 2. And here's a bonus. Cocoa is also rich in magnesium, a mineral essential for testosterone production and muscle function. Most men over 50 are magnesium deficient, so this is an easy and delicious way to fix that. To use it, simply add 1 teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa powder to your coffee and mix it well. You can add a bit of stevia or monk fruit if you prefer it sweeter. Combine it with cinnamon, and you've got yourself a healthy mocha, rich, smooth, and energizing. That combination doesn't just taste great. It helps your blood flow better, lifts your mood, and fuels your body with nutrients that help you feel more like yourself again. Now let's talk about something most men completely misunderstand: fats. For years, we've been told that fat is the enemy. Cut the fat, eat low cholesterol, stay lean. But here's the truth that most guys never hear. Testosterone is made from cholesterol. If you've been avoiding healthy fats, you've been starving your hormones without even realizing it. That's why one of the easiest ways to upgrade your morning coffee is by adding a little coconut oil, or if you prefer, MCT oil. Coconut oil contains what's called medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs. These are special fats that bypass the usual digestive process and go straight to your liver, where they're converted into clean, immediate energy. It's like switching your body from regular gas to high-octane fuel. Research published in the Journal of Steroid Biochemistry found that men who regularly consumed MCTs had 20% higher testosterone levels than those who used other fats. They also showed improved thyroid function, faster metabolism, and more stable energy throughout the day. One of my patients, a 61-year-old retiree, started blending half a teaspoon of coconut oil into his morning coffee. 2 weeks later he told me, "I can't believe how steady my mornings feel now. No crash, no hunger, just focus and energy." That's what happens when your body finally gets the fuel it's been missing. Coconut oil also slows down caffeine absorption, which means you avoid the mid-morning crash that comes with regular coffee. Instead, you get a smooth, consistent release of energy that lasts for hours. Just start small, about half a teaspoon at first, and blend it well. Don't just stir it, or you'll end up with an oily film on top. If your digestion feels fine, you can work up to a full teaspoon or switch to MCT oil, which some people tolerate even better. Healthy fats aren't the problem. They're part of the solution. Give your hormones what they need, and they'll do the rest. Now, if coconut oil is your steady fuel, ginger is your ignition switch. Most people think of ginger as something for tea or sore throats, but it's one of the most powerful circulation boosters nature ever created. Ginger contains active compounds called gingerols and shogals that act as anti-inflammatories and vasodilators. They open up your blood vessels, reduce oxidative stress, and even protect your testicles from heat and environmental damage, the very things that quietly suppress testosterone over time. Here's the science. In a 2012 study published in the Journal of Medicinal Plants Research, men who took daily ginger for 3 months saw their testosterone rise by nearly 18% and their sperm quality improve across the board. Another study found that ginger boosts luteinizing hormone, the signal from your brain that tells your testicles to produce testosterone. Think of it this way: your testicles need to stay a few degrees cooler than the rest of your body to function properly. Sitting all day, tight clothing, and poor circulation all raise that temperature. Ginger helps bring it back down while improving blood flow and oxygen delivery. A 59-year-old engineer I worked with was struggling with fatigue and low drive. I told him to try something simple: blend a small slice of fresh ginger into his coffee with half a teaspoon of coconut oil. 3 weeks later, he came back smiling. "Doc, I didn't think coffee could make me feel 20 years younger." That's not placebo. That's physiology finally working like it's supposed to. Start small. A quarter teaspoon of ginger powder or one thin slice of fresh ginger in your morning coffee. If your stomach's sensitive, have it with a light breakfast. Ginger can thin your blood slightly. So if you're on medication, check with your doctor first. But for most men, it's incredibly safe, and one of the oldest natural tonics for male vitality. The beauty of these ingredients, cinnamon, cocoa, maca, coconut oil, and ginger, is that they're simple, affordable, and already in your kitchen. They don't just make your coffee taste better. They rebuild the systems that make you feel alive: your circulation, your hormones, your energy, and your confidence. Your morning coffee doesn't have to be just a caffeine kick. With the right additions, it becomes something more, a daily ritual that feeds your strength, your focus, and the part of you that refuses to give up. Most guys ask me, "Doc, this all sounds great, but how am I supposed to do all this every morning? I've got work. I don't have time to turn my kitchen into a science lab." The good news? You don't have to. This doesn't have to be complicated. You just need a plan. Here's what I call the 4-week coffee upgrade plan: simple, sustainable, and designed to help your body rebuild its strength and balance one step at a time. Week 1: start with cinnamon. Keep it simple. Add 1/4 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to your morning coffee. That's it. Cinnamon stabilizes your blood sugar, improves circulation, and helps you avoid that mid-morning crash. Within a few days, you'll likely notice steadier energy and sharper focus. This week is all about getting your body used to a smoother rhythm: less spike, less fatigue, more balance. Week 2: add cocoa. Keep the cinnamon, and now stir in 1 teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. This combination turns your coffee into a natural nitric oxide booster. You'll feel the difference: stronger blood flow, improved alertness, and a more stable mood. If you've ever wanted that smooth power feeling throughout the day, this is where it begins. Week 3: bring in maca. Now add 1 teaspoon of maca powder to your coffee. This is where the hormonal magic happens. Maca helps your body naturally increase testosterone production and overall vitality. By week 3, most men notice something shift. You wake up clearer, workouts feel easier, and your natural drive, the kind that used to come effortlessly, starts to return. If you're new to maca, start with the yellow variety. Once you've adjusted, you can experiment with red or black maca depending on your goals. Week 4: boost with coconut oil and ginger. This is your final upgrade, the one that ties it all together. Blend in 1/2 teaspoon of coconut oil, or MCT oil, and a small slice of fresh ginger. The result is rich, creamy, and warming, like a healthy latte with purpose. The coconut oil gives you sustained energy and mental clarity, while ginger enhances circulation and boosts testosterone naturally. Together, they turn your morning coffee into a performance drink for men. If you want to take it further, blend all the ingredients: cinnamon, cocoa, maca, coconut oil, and ginger, into your coffee for 20 seconds. You'll get a smooth, foamy, cafe-style drink that actually works for your body instead of against it. Tracking your progress. Here's what I tell my patients: keep it simple. Grab a notepad, or use your phone. Each day, rate these 3 things from 1 to 10. Energy, mood, confidence, or morning performance. After 30 days, look back. You'll see the change: clear, steady progress that proves your body's still got it. This isn't about quick fixes or overnight miracles. It's about building a foundation, getting your hormones, your circulation, and your energy working together again. Your body isn't broken, it just needs the right input to start performing again. And this 4-week plan is how you give it exactly that. Your body is still capable of doing extraordinary things. It just needs the right fuel. Start with something simple. Tomorrow morning, when you make your coffee, remember this: every small addition you make isn't just about flavor, it's about feeding your body what it's been missing for years. Every spoon of cinnamon, every bit of cocoa, every drop of healthy fat you add, it's not just about blood flow or testosterone. It's a quiet reminder to yourself that you still have control. You still have power. And you're choosing to take it back. Don't let age convince you you're past your prime. You're not. You're entering a stage where your body needs smarter care, not harder effort. And when you give it what it needs, it responds, every single time. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you usually put in your morning coffee? Drop a comment below. Your story might inspire another man to take his first step. If this video helped you, hit subscribe and join me here on Natural Men's Health, where we talk about real science, real habits, and real results for men over 50. Because remember, small changes create big results. Stay strong, gentlemen.